Hey.
Well,
good
top of the
morning.
hello there.
Happy Thursday.
Happy to Thursday.
Yes, it is Thursday. Yay.
It's good to be here. Good to be here on a Thursday.
Thursday, as it were. All praise Thor.
Is that why it's Thursday?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that? A lot of the days of the week are based off of like Norse gods.
Google's telling me that I spelt it wrong, but you
Yeah.
no web view for you guys.
Yeah.
You'd see.
No internet for you. Hey, you get to see our fancy computer background though.
Nope, not
sweet.
that one. Oh man.
I didn't look like a serial killer, not one bit.
I can't see because of my eyeballs.
We're gonna murder some veggies.
Hello, Philip.
And by canned vegetables. We're just gonna finally dice some veggies and put them in a bowl. That's what's gonna happen today.
Mr. Chalkington, how are you?
It's really not a hard recipe. It just is chopping veggies.
So, yeah, apparently it is named after the Norse god of thunder.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I learned that in high school.
Hello until I drive my ass to practice.
You went to Catholic school.
That's true.
They don't want you knowing any of that pagan shit.
Yeah, that's true. They wanted to spare our souls.
Yeah.
Violetta's got to take the doggo to doggo practice.
Ooh.
Sorry. We got a mother-in-law and a mother.
My mother. His mother-in-law.
Making their way to where we are today.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do a little stream because we won't be streaming tomorrow.
Probably leaving pretty soon, actually. Let me take a look at my cellular. And I'll tell you.
Actually, let me just tilt the camera a little bit more in this.
Yeah, because it's like kind of pretty angled at this spot.
Yeah, but you're the pretty one, so it kind of makes. Figured if we had to show more of one of us, it might as well be the pretty one.
Yeah, she probably is leaving around now. And we need to have some snacks for her arrival. So that's also why we're making Pico de Gallo.
So my very beautiful wife over here is going to whip up some Pico de Gallo.
You know,
that's
as
Canadian.
A white Canadian lady from the prairies, we're going to make a nice Mexican dish today.
As white Canadian ladies in the prairies do.
Yeah.
I do feel like it was people they did do that back in the day because it's just a good cacophony of vegetables and fruits. You know, it's like a good way to eat fresh vegetables.
Yeah.
So,
although I will say traditionally white people don't like spicy food, so I don't know about the spiciness.
They want to see the Jinjee.
Oh.
Boom.
He's just sitting on the stool.
Did that work? He's sitting on the stool. We got so many cameras going on
That's
today.
True.
Nobody freaking knows what's going on around these here parts.
Bud.
Let's go like boop.
You don't know what Pico de Gallo is? It's basically like fresh salsa.
Jinjee. Say hi. Say hi. I'm a fart lasagna. My name's Jinjee. I'm a fart lasagna. Oh. You don't point that at him. Yeah. You can see his food area. Hi, Jinjee Fart Pants. We do have the Pico de Gallo camera.
Yeah.
The cut camera set up.
It is not like guacamole. Bloop, bloop, bloop. It's like fresh salsa. It's fresh salsa. That's what.
Like guacamole. Here, I guess let me bring up.
I've made humamole before, or guacamummus is another way. It's a guacamole and hummus mixture. I made that years ago. It's really good though. It's basically
guaca hummus.
You can call it guacamummus or humamole.
Oh man, those are both really good.
Yeah, they're fun words to say.
Guacamole. Holy guacamole. So Pico de Gallo. Let's put it this way. I made it, so you can definitely make it. It's only like 5-6 ingredients.
Put this down because it's
okay. Pico de Gallo is like it's basically like the freshest form of salsa you can get. Salsa. It's these things. Where is the
recipe?
Yeah, well, I mean,
yeah, because
just,
you're looking at a recipe, so you have to look at like 5 pages of fucking like blog post before you get to the
why
actual
do they
recipe.
do this?
Because they want to tell you about what they like, their good memories as a child eating this recipe at their grandma's house.
I don't give a shit. So, white onion, jalapenos, or like a
we just have a mixture of peppers today.
we have ring of fire like just hot peppers of some sort.
We have peppers.
Mild, you don't have to put it in.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal. It says right here, decrease or omit
spice, yeah.
if less sensitive. A quarter cup of lime juice, or I believe some places call it lemon. We found out in Brazil, a lime is a lemon,
but it's like I think pronounced more like lemon.
Brazil, yeah. 3/4 teaspoon of fine sea salt, 1.5 pounds of ripe tomatoes, and some freshly chopped cilantro.
We don't really go by
Jameson,
true measurement here.
yes, Jameson, we
We're just
are.
gonna go by, that looks about right.
See, that's the
So yeah, maybe I'll go wash my hands.
Pico de
I'll
Chop.
scrub in. as it were.
Scrubbing, they say.
A bit of milk, full fat, which I've warmed in the microwave.
Looks like
my
I'm
life.
hanging out with her.
Read my life story before I tell you my salsa recipe.
Read
Yeah, it's
my
fucking like
life.
every. Oh, sorry, Jinjee, I'm so sorry. Fucking every recipe website you look at ever, and it drives me insane. Like, I just want to know the recipe. I don't want to know your feel-good memories around the recipe. Like,
Don't care.
I'm glad you really
This
enjoyed
guy.
it. I'm glad that it came down from your great grandmother on your mother's side of the family, and you've
Yep.
adapted it through the years since 1929. I don't fucking care. I just want to know what goes in the fucking recipe.
In the nicest way possible.
in the nice.
She means.
Peace and love. Peace and love.
Peace and love. It's peace and love now. The feel-good memories are necessary for viewership and searching. Like, they add that stuff because it's all meta tags and stuff. Is that what you're saying? Oh, wait. I said that twice. Also, it makes them more searchable. So you're just doing what they do, and you just added it twice to make it more searchable. I understand, Jason. I get you. I get you, bro. My assumption was that is like, so for advertisers, they can say, look, they scroll 80% of the, they look at 80% of the page before they leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can get more advertising in.
Advertising is the bane of human existence.
It's true.
Everybody's like, I love capitalism. It shouldn't even be called that anymore. It should be called advertisementalism, because everything you love is governed by how it can advertise itself.
Like in Idiocracy, how everything is essentially an ad.
Yeah, everything is an ad. And
Idiocracy is becoming true, you guys.
the
Like,
thing is like
don't fool yourselves.
we
That is-
watched
that is the future on this timeline.
yeah, unfortunately we all slip timelines into the Idiocracy timeline. Why did I type that? Let's go. Boo! Chop chop. We do, when Jinjee's not eating food, I will put some Jinjee on the camera.
One. We're gonna squeeze this line. It's juice.
Also, I don't know why that camera looks so grainy, but just deal with it. That's how it is. We tried to figure out how to put things in the right place, and say la vie. Say la vie. I think it's, what's that guy's channel? Joe Scott?
Oh yeah. What
Well, we had watched a video of his. Jinjee. Why? Why do you do this?
Insane.
He drags his freaking bowl around. So, we watched this freaking broski, named, Sal Bandini. I'm just kidding. Joe Scott. There's his channel there. And he does, he's very, I don't know, scientific guy. I don't know.
He does like science comedy.
Yeah, so the last video he came out with was called "The End of the Smartphone is Near," and he's basically saying, you know, the iPhone was revolutionary compared to the clamshell flip phone style, right? And since then, you know, have we determined that the rectangle is the best shape? You know what I mean? Like it's just, this is what phones are. They don't change from that. And then he starts talking about the viewable goggles, like the new Apple system, and basically how the future is going to be like ads that you can't look away from unless you take your glasses off. And I'm not sure if
That sounds terrible.
yeah, I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. I don't need more ads. Gordon Ramsay gonna smack your door down, run up to Krissy and say, "Oh, white Canadian woman, why are you making Mexican dishes?" And then cook Evan on a spit roast. Hey, no one's spit roasting me. Just kidding. Mr. Levity.
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
Get wrecked.
But I still need a bit of milk,
Full fat.
which I've warmed in the microwave.
Which I've warmed in the microwave.
All right, I've juiced my lime.
Getting
Lime is
juiced.
Ow.
Jinjee, what are you doing? Just gonna switch to that for a sec and grab this and then switch back and then go cha.
Oh, let's watch the poor people scramble for pennies. Salt. I don't. So if you've cooked enough in life, you'll realize you have a real great measuring spoon right in the palm of your hand.
Yes, we don't do that hoity-toity measure. Yeah, I'm just kidding. She actually usually uses measuring spoons like nobody's business.
Yeah, but sometimes with stuff you can just eyeball it.
We don't actually say that in this country. Oh, you don't say spit roast? It's Jason's favorite pastime. Can you guys see that web thing I put in the corner, or is it like, I'm not sure how good the quality looks. Is it, if it's too blurry at that size?
I have some dried cilantro. This was fresh, but I dried it out by hanging it in the house. The recipe calls for about one bunch, but that's too much cilantro for me. So you just use as much cilantro as you want in your recipe.
Yeah.
There you go. Add that.
Cilantro, I'm not a person that understands how a lot of spices actually are. Here, let me move this mic to a more centralized location for us. There you go. Just put the mic over so that you can hear us both. Palm is a true measurement. My aunt was a pro chef. She never measured anything, just used feeling, she
Yeah,
says.
exactly.
Yeah, and that's like job security, right? Because people can't steal your recipe if they don't have the same senses as you. You know what I'm saying?
Just go by feeling. What feels right. What you put, you will find.
You should be able to talk at a relatively normal volume.
Sorry.
I'll just have to be a little louder. Which, I mean, is fine. They love when I'm super loud.
Yeah.
But you know what they also love? A Mr. Ding Dong. Where is... Yeah, come on. Come on. Ah, it's upside down. How are you doing today, Philly boy? How's things in the world of the British? Okay, I'll just hold it. How's that work? There we go. We got a Jinjee puss. We got a wife chopping vegetables.
Yeah.
Do you like the chopping ASMR?
Some, yeah. Cooking asthma.
The cooking ASMR, as it were.
It's been a while since I've done some cooking asthma.
Not bad. Ethan graduated his motor vehicle and aeroplane thingy.
Who's that?
It's university course. Not sure if I told you. Nice.
Is that Philip's kid?
Charlotte's got to work till 11 p.m. What in the butt?
That's so late.
Why so late? So he graduated his motor vehicle and aeroplane thingy. I mean, that sounds impressive. You know what I know about aeroplanes? They fly. They fly. I think.
What? 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 What did you say? What? 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 What?
Mr. Levity specifically wanted some Mozart to go
Mozart?
with your.
To go with cooking?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, sure.
How do you feel about that, Mr.
Is
Levity?
it okay? Wait. So the only correlation I'm deriving is Bateman loved classical music, and you told me I looked like a serial killer in the thumbnail. Patrick Bateman, serial killer, loves classical music.
I just decided classical music would fit in well with chopping vegetable. Just chopping little vegetable.
For the keen-eyed among you, you will notice I do not have the greatest knife skills. And that's fine.
The best part about Pico de Gallo is, wait, it's probably like doubling up. There we go. The best part about Pico de Gallo is that the heterogeneity of the different sized pieces adds to the fun.
That's right.
Right? Like you have to make a balancing act of chip.
Each
right?
bite is a little bit different.
Like salsa is a little bit more homogenous where everything is, I don't know, I don't want to say blended, but like some of the shit's blended kind of.
Yeah.
Whereas this is kind of like one bite you'll have a little more onion than tomato, the next will have a little bit, you know what I mean? It's a little bit of a mixture.
Also, if you'll notice, we have fancy antique Oneida silverware because it's always fun to have cutlery that was made by a sex cult.
Yeah, if you don't eat off of things made by a sex cult,
Are you really eating?
yeah, what are you even eating?
Yeah.
Jinjee, what's going on? As long as you don't break Evan's ankles and hold him hostage.
Might squeeze a little more lime juice in there.
Just a petite more lime juice. I believe Jason currently in the bathroom as
Right.
usual. I don't know.
So we're gonna use a variety of, I have 3 different types of peppers that we're gonna use. These are little sweet peppers. This is a tiny purple pepper. And then these are Ring of Fire peppers. They're also, I believe, what cayenne becomes. Oh, you can't see that, sorry. That's a terrible view. I apologize. So these are the pepper varieties we will be using today. We're gonna do these ones last out of these, and we'll also cut these ones with scissors So that way I don't burn my eyeballs out later when I wash my face and hair at nighttime.
Wee wee.
Yes.
Can I request Moonlight Sonata? If it's part of the free music library. Moonlight. Oh, there you go. Moonlight Sonata by Beethoven.
Who requested that one?
Philip.
Ah.
It's like depressing.
Yeah, why are we listening to like depressing classical music?
Yeah. How about this one's called Moonlight Haze? It's jazz, blues, happy. Who knows what it is? How do you like this one? How does this one has this little freaking jazz, little sexy jazz? I tell you.
Sexy jazz, some sexy sax.
Okay, Jinjee, you're being cute, but
This pepper smells so good.
yeah, they're quite pungent usually. Okay, let that music's a little crazy. Let's just look at this. Apparently social media is obsessed with this TikToker checking public faucets.
What?
Yeah, this is a homeless man, I assume. I'm just kidding. No, he looks like Code Synth. If I'm being 100% honest with you, this guy is like the Wizard of Water, is my assumption.
The Wizard of Water?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, there, bud.
because he's checking all the faucets.
Crazy ass maid walking out the Goblin Fortress with my loaded 12 gauge.
So
Flying on a dragon, you be riding in a rental.
in the picture, he's holding a key, which you typically see for these installations on the outside of commercial buildings, so that not just anybody can turn on the faucet. Yeah, so this guy is going around and he's just checking the public faucet,
Well, I mean,
complete with his own catchphrase. Yeah, dog.
he's doing public works.
He's doing public work. Let's.
Nearly taken off. We're gonna test it again. Oh yeah, dog. We still have epic flow. Yeah, dog. I love epic flow. And yeah, dog. They have not outsmarted me. This is nice.
I missed that. What's going
That
on?
was fucking awesome. I think I know like 6 people exactly like that person. I think I'm gonna text someone and see if it's actually them. So this is I will not be out fauceted. You want to see that?
We're at the scene where another public faucet handle has been newly taken off. We're gonna test it again. Oh yeah, dog. We still have epic flow. Yeah, dog. I love epic flow. And yeah, dog. They have not outsmarted me. This is nice.
I fucking love that. You always catch him ending a faucet check with his very own catchphrase, yeah dog, followed by the comment on the water's faucet's water flow. Yeah dog, we still have epic flow. Yeah dog. Here's another one.
Let's see if this one works. He's turning the faucet. He's turning it and turning it. And the anticipation is killing me. No dog. We have no flow. No dog. Not nice.
Oh man. So just to let you know, I mean, I assume it's actually illegal to take a faucet key, is what those things are, and just go around wasting water. Not that he's doing a lot of water waste, but it's pretty fucking funny. I don't know why I find it so funny. It just tickles me. It absolutely tickles me.
Probably because we know dudes like that.
Oh, absolutely. What else have you ever been to McDonald's? Okay, let me start that over. Have you ever been to McDonald's and thought to yourself, this ketchup tastes a little different than the ketchup in my fridge, which is like watery sometimes and, you know, not necessarily as sweet potentially. I know when I was a kid, I distinctively remember knowing there was a difference between McDonald's ketchup and the ketchup that we were eating at home.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. It just, my family usually got like the no-name ketchup.
Oh.
I don't know.
We always got like Heinz.
But it turns out the reason it tastes different
Is because it is different?
is because it is different. They apparently, this person is an ex-McDonald's le chauffeur, and he said that apparently they put honey in it. So it is a little sweeter and a little bit more flavorful. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. HP, I love HP sauce.
I don't
Love it.
I'm impartial to HP sauce.
It's so much different than
I'm a former McDonald's corporate chef, and although that ketchup recipe looks delightful, if you go on the McDonald's website and look under their burgers and look at the ingredient statement of the ketchup that is on their burgers and compare that to Heinz ketchup, it is almost identical. However, Heinz looks like it has some added ingredients to it, making it maybe more flavorful. I don't know. It's up to you to decide whether it's better or not.
Probably not.
But the ingredient statements are almost identical, and I guarantee neither of them are putting honey in their ketchup. Again, this recipe looks amazing. There really doesn't seem to be a big difference between the McDonald's ketchup used grill side and the regular Heinz ketchup recipe based on the ingredient statements.
What?
So he's saying there is no difference?
I
He's
thought
saying-
he said there was honey. Oh. There was speculation that they add honey to make it sweeter.
Oh.
I personally think one of the big differences I've always said is typically at your house the ketchup is cold. And typically at a restaurant
It's
warm.
Have you ever had homemade ketchup? It's gross. and
I have
weird.
not. Oh yes, no, I take that back. I have, and it's generally quite watery.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Also, we found out that apparently original ketchup was made with mushrooms.
Yeah.
And
or just
then-
like not tomatoes.
Yeah. And then somehow it just kind of tomato ketchup
I
became
mean-
the thing.
It does make sense if they had a ketchup dip prior to contact with the Americas.
Yeah.
So that does make sense.
I guess I just didn't know what, like, I guess I don't know. I assume ketchup was like, no, because they probably figured out mayonnaise a long time ago, because all it is
An emulsification of,
of
egg
eggs
and oil.
and oil. Yeah, I don't know. It's better than garum. Isn't that like the Greek fish paste?
Yeah.
Okay, so not a good article. Not cool. Not interesting. Ketchup. Wow.
Well.
The more you catch up, you know? How about, the freaking everyone talking about their pumpkin spice cheeks all day? This particular viral drink at Dunkin' Donuts apparently has 14 donuts worth of sugar in it. So they added their fall flavors to the menu, and this TikToker apparently has gone viral for sharing their extremely sugary pumpkin coffee drink. Says it contains 185 grams of sugars.
Oh my god.
Get your boots
Like,
and your
that's-
sweaters. It's time for some Dunkin' Donuts. I've never been to a Dunkin' Donuts
No.
because we're Canadian.
That sounds like you're gonna go into diabetic shock.
Well, I mean, probably. It apparently equals 14 glazed donuts worth of sugars.
That's a lot.
A large pumpkin swirl frozen coffee at Dunkin' Donuts has 1,000 calories and 46 teaspoons of sugar. Does that help narrow it down there for you, Captain Professor Jason? Weren't we talking about how we're not big pumpkin flavor?
Yeah, we prefer like apple spice or apple cider
frozen
over
coffee.
pumpkin spice drinks. I love pumpkin pie. Don't get me wrong.
I love that. I love pumpkin pie. I would eat pumpkin pie filling out of a can. But it's kind of like those mini eggs where you don't know if you want it all the time. You know what I mean? Like now that you can get mini eggs, it's not special to eat them at Easter.
Yeah. Although they're still good.
That was when capitalism officially took it too far. I'm just kidding. Let's see what this gentleman has to say about his pumpkin flavored latte.
Who the thought it was a good idea to put this on the menu? Because this drink has 185 grams of sugar in here. How much is it?
So gross.
It's this much. It's
That is
40
so much
teaspoons
sugar.
of sugar.
Holy
To give you another
shit.
perspective,
That's a lot of sugar, bro.
Like, if you love
the amount
diabetes,
of
this is
sugar
the
in
drink
there
for
is
you.
equal to 14
Oh, why did I have to look at a video containing donuts?
It's true. You've been saying you want donuts like every day.
That's just because I love fried dough. Call me
donuts.
a devil.
Plus, there's no pumpkin in here. It's artificial flavors. There's 12 mentions of sugar and high fructose corn syrup in here.
Fructose.
Okay, is it fructose or fructose? Because I prefer fructose. Because I've never heard anyone call glucose gluctose.
There's 930 calories and 194 carbs. 2/3 of us are already type 2 diabetic or pre-diabetic. If America runs on
Did he say two-thirds?
Huh?
Did he say two-thirds?
Probably. I didn't really
this,
hear
we're
that.
my friends, this is a pumpkin
Wish I could
swirl
scroll.
frozen coffee.
You know what? We're just going to say he said two-thirds of people, I assume he's in Merca,
But it's probably the
are
same
saying
here.
diabetic or pre-diabetic.
It's probably the same here in Canada, to be honest.
I just take my carcinogens from aspartame. Freaking Dunkin' Donuts. So actually, I seen this. I never looked at the article. I thought it might be an interesting little gander because we seen something the other day about what is it, floating island in Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
So this is an article I came across that says floating to work on a river is a viable commute option in Switzerland. I mean, these people aren't. They appear to be swimming, and if I hover my mouse, why did it highlight river work? Why did that pop up on the screen? Yeah. Is that image called river work? Apparently in Basel, Basel, I'm just going to say it's Basel, maybe Basel.
Basil.
In Switzerland, the Rhine River has become a famous swimming spot and one that some people even use as a mode of transportation, floating along with their belongings stashed in waterproof bags. To get from point A to point B in Basel or Basel or Basel, don't simply dive in with your clothes on, but instead they pack their belongings into a Wickelfisch that will keep everything dry until they've reached their destination. Weird. Strong swimmers are encouraged. I can't say that. What is that? Oh, Wittensteinenbrook and Johannenbrook and Bridges. Crazy. Violetta, have fun at practice. Hopefully the doggo does good. Take care, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I didn't expect to see Violetta planning her husband's murder on stream today. My husband has type 1 diabetes. That stuff would kill him. Whew. That pico de gyro would be great on a kebab. It is like it goes on a lot of tacos and stuff. Pico de Gallo. Wow. Oh, Jason, why do you think I married him? I wanted to be a young widow. I only had like 30 seconds walking from my office to the river, a local residence there. I had a bag, Well, I put my clothes, my smartphone, my wallet, and shoes. I put on my bathing suit and I swim home. Crazy. I don't do this in like Florida or Georgia or anything. You'll probably get eaten by an anaconda. I seen a movie once with those.
Oh, these are all tomatoes from our garden, by the way, in case you're curious.
Those are all Gardon tomatoes?
Yep.
So I thought this was funny simply because I don't understand fashion. I've gotten to a point in my life where I wear Crocs, like pretty much Croc style, not even actual Croc brand, but like imitation Croc brand.
Fake Crocs.
Yeah, fake Crocs. We call them cracks. And sweatpants, because like restricting your waist just to wear pants is not acceptable anymore. But this particular person apparently walked the catwalk in a trash bag in New York Fashion Week, and nobody noticed until security intervened. So this person appears to be wearing...
Is that like that Max Fosh guy or whatever?
Well, I do remember they made a video about that. But
I think that was
New
a few
York
years
Fashion
ago.
Week was kind of taken by storm from this. Look at this classy aluminum chapeau.
I mean,
as it were.
I could see people wearing that. Look at what fucking Kanye West had his wife wearing the other day.
I do not see anything different between this man and literal things I've seen. People are clapping for him. And then security grabs his ass like he's doing something malicious.
He's just wearing a trash bag.
Why does this guy care so much about his dumbass job and his to tackle a man dressed like everybody else? Not that, having a job as a security guard's a dumbass job, just like... Oh.
Seeing yourself as yourself for the first time is such a transformative experience.
I have a whole identity. I'm not just trans.
I'm a person, you're a person, I treat you with respect.
Then that's an ad. I think that guy looked great. He looked like Derelict from
Derelict.
Derelict my balls, Capitan. So this is actually an interesting article I found about in Texas. They are finding a way to turn this gel into a drinkable water by only using the sun.
Huh?
I thought it was, yeah, exactly, huh? So Austin, Texas, there is at the University of Texas, which is in Austin, they focused on the moisture present in the air as a potential source of drinking water for drought-stressed populations, which I have seen these things before. They call them water veins. Extract water from the air. And it's like a fan that spirals above ground that basically collects condensation on it. And none of these pictures are it, but basically traps moisture. So, yeah, I mean, the only thing I would worry about is, like, by taking moisture out of the air, are we gonna have to buy more, like, lotions and shit? You know what I mean? So, yeah, they reached a significant breakthrough in their efforts to create drinkable water out of thin air, a molecularly engineered hydrogel that can create clean water using just the energy from the sunlight.
So this is right before stream. I was reading about this old sci-fi book by Kurt Vonnegut called Cat's Cradle, and it has to do with part of the story has to do with this seed particulate called Ice 9, where you can create like ice out of like nothing by just having the seed ice, and it weirdly reminds me of that.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting how much science fiction was kind of on to certain topics, you know what I mean? With our hydrogel, we're not just pulling water out of thin air, we're doing it extremely fast and without consuming much energy. Which, I mean, that's usually the diamond in the rough, is it's like, oh yeah, we can create fresh water by boiling it. By burning fossil fuels or nuclear energy of sorts. What's really fascinating about our hydrogel is how it releases water. Think about a hot Texas summer. We could just use our temperatures, natural ups and downs, no need to crank any heaters. The device can produce between 3.5 and 7 kilograms of water per kilogram of gel material, depending on the humidity conditions. I want to eat that contraption just how it is. It looks delicious. Concoction.
This is basically it. I'm just gonna chop more tomatoes and put it in there, and it's like this is it.
Yeah, and the salt.
Who said that?
Philip. The salt in the Pico de Gallo would help draw moisture out of all of the other things, right? To make it like it's not. You eat it more with a fork. Like, say you apply it to a nacho with a fork.
Because it's kind of watery.
Yeah, because you want the things saturated in the juice, not like, you're not making a soup, like a cold soup.
No, you're making a salsa.
Before I was ill a few months ago, I hated tomatoes. Now I love them. Something changed. Did you get any type of transfusion?
Yeah, did you get a blood transfusion?
Transplants? Or did you get bit by a tomato spider? So the one thing about this stuff that I find that always bothers me is the same thing about this weird, he said no. So you guys probably, any of the gamers in the crowd, the Unity game engine is like a, very popular game engine. It's based on, a lot of games are based on it as a platform. And they're trying to implement like a pay-per-use or pay-per-download style runtime fee. And people are like, well, what if I'm doing development? And, what if people download it on multiple computers? And, like, you can't charge the developer, like, it's basically, like, absolutely late-stage capitalism insanity. But what it said to a lot of people was, how can I trust the thing that I've been working on to a platform that could literally be like, nope, it's not yours anymore, right? They could just take it or say you have to pay for it or whatever, right? So a lot of people are speculating that someone is vying to purchase Unity and they're specifically driving the cost of the company down. You never know. You never know, right? And the thing that I hate is you see it in everything now. The monopolization of everything is crazy. Like, who was it? I just seen, there was a huge, I got distracted because Trizzle said he'd Pico my de Gallo. Hello, Trizzledy, Dizzledy. My beautiful wife's whooping up some Pico de Gallo.
Gators bitches better be using jimmies.
Hear that? But there's so many companies right now that are all snatching up other companies that when something like this, like say whichever company develops this, they could be the only ones that anybody can buy it from, right? And that's going to drive up the cost of it to whatever they want it to be. But we've been looking at inventions like stuff like this since we were a kid, where it's like, this could end world hunger. Well, you know what? I don't. As far as I know, we haven't made a lot of significant strides towards ending world hunger. Was it Kroger? I think they're doing some shady shit. Yeah, there was in Canada, basically the company that owns like half of North America's.
Like No Name or Loblaws?
Well, I was gonna say the natural gas infrastructure company. Is buying American assets in like Michigan and Ohio and stuff. And it's just kind of the conglomeration. Smuckers is buying Mondelez is buying Smuckers or something, which is like
Mondelez already owns everything.
They already fucking own everything. The free market is like not even 9 companies. That's setting the bar too high. It's like 6. And it's like just give us the space age shit now. You know?
Yeah.
How are you doing, Trizzle? I hope you're doing well. The hot Kentucky nights might change by hydrogel getting you guys some nice fresh water. Tinfoil hat statement, they're all owned by 3 companies anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this Unity engine thing, it's the same as everything else. The reference that always pops into my head when I think about like what these companies do when they want you to, oh yeah, it's free, do whatever you want for development, yeah, we love you. And then they clamp down on something that was free to try and make money. And it's like it's like
being able to inflate your tires full of air. That used to be a free thing.
Yeah, everything is just nickeled and dimed. It's insanity. We actually still have gas stations where people will pump your gas for you. I know in the States that is all but disappeared, I believe. I don't know how interesting this is specifically. Apparently, the research reveals crows use statistical logic.
Oh, really?
Birds are really smart.
I love crows. So
I also read an article that they're remaking The Crow as an anti-Marvel movie with Bill Skarsgård, arguably one of the scariest faced individuals I've seen in movies, in a while. We used to have one around us, but now it's a quick care. Yeah, we still have places where people like co-op gas stations where they do your everything, right? The gas, the windows, the oil and stuff. I mean, I used to work there in high school. I liked it.
Yeah, they pay their employees well. Like, they have pretty good benefits as an employer.
Yeah. Hey, Dead White Knight, here between meetings, a cooking stream. Well, it's more of a ceviche.
Yeah, it's a chopping vegetable stream.
Yeah, ceviche. It's cooked with the lima juice.
Yeah.
Bird brains. Holy crap. With a population of over 27 million and counting, crows seem almost ubiquitous across the U.S. Is that 27 million just in the U.S.?
It must be.
Crazy. Crows have a large brain for their size, and particularly their forebrain. I've never heard it called that. So it's like your frontal lobe or something.
Your forebrain.
Their forebrain is statistically is associated with statistical and analytical reasoning in humans. Thanks to these attributes, ornithologists and animal behaviorists have found crows doing various intelligent activities, such as using twigs from tools to extract bugs from bark. And some experts have even claimed that they have the same intelligence as a 7-year-old child.
They have funerals for each other.
Who's bugging you, Philly boy?
I love crows. Crows are fucking great.
I agree. So, beyond using tools, corvids can also do basic math like addition and subtraction.
This is the last tomato, you guys.
The last tomato to chop?
Yep.
Very few animals have demonstrated to possess much of the mathematical intelligence beyond basic numerical discrimination that they understand. They have a numerical competence, understanding, actually what it is to have abstract thinking and symbolic representation.
Oh, so they're better at math than California students?
California or
Remember?
Florida?
It was that.
California is changing how math is done.
Yeah.
A Humboldt fellow at the University of Turin, which I assume
probably not Humboldt, Saskatchewan.
Yeah. Nice, Krissy. Nice. It is in Germany.
Oh.
In central Baden-Württemberg. They certainly appreciated the specialness of the creatures in their labs because they show careful consideration in decision making and demonstrate abstract thinking in most of their new experiments. It's very interesting. They learn to peck at various images to earn food and treats. They introduce the concept of probabilities, such as not every peck will result in a treat or a reward. The crows were able to learn unique pairings between images on the screen and the likelihood of rewards. Yeah, basically, these crows are probably understand what a hand looks like more than AI. Your poster's making me want me to confess. I watched Studio Ghibli films yesterday. They were spectacular. You've never seen them before?
Yeah, Studio Ghibli's fucking amazing.
I hadn't actually seen any of them until Krissy and I became lovers, as it were.
Oh, I love The Cat Returns. The Cat Returns makes me so happy.
Is that the cat bus? Which one?
No, the cat bus
Princess
is
Mononoke?
the cat bus is in My Neighbor Totoro.
Yes, the cat bus, forever haunting my dreams. But freaking crows, you guys. Be nice to them. I just kind of wanted to look at that one before.
I want to see the new Hayao Miyazaki movie coming out called The Boy and the Huron or something like that.
Spirited Away and From Up on Poppy Hill.
Oh, I don't think
I've seen From Up on Poppy
Hill. No, I
Hill.
haven't seen that one either.
Oh.
That's a newer one, I think.
So the reason I brought up the crow thing is so that we can say we've become obsessive birders in life.
It's true.
You just got a little older, became birders. It's kind of like hemorrhoids and back pain. It just happens, from what I understand. But there's this sea eagle in North America, which has boosted the economy simply because of how many people travel to see it. So just simply between, it's called the, I'm not going to read that Latin name because, I can't read that Latin name. Come on now. The Stellar Sea Eagle. I just thought it was kind of a cool looking eagle. Look at this thing. It's weird, right? It's like reverse eagle. It's anti-eagle because all the parts that would typically be white are black or brown, and all the parts that are brown are supposed to be white.
Now we're just gonna taste and see if it needs a little more salt. That's how you know that it's done.
You put it in your mouth, So during 2020 to 2022, it was the first record of this particular species being on the eastern seaboard. And bird watchers, they estimated that...
there's some spicy Pico de Gallo.
Spicy Pico de Gallo. Between December 22nd, or 2001 to January 2022, they generated like $500,000 in people just going to see this bird. Like, that's crazy. When accounting for travel time, almost $600,000 to $730,000 travelers may have conclusively put together to just go see this one bird. So that makes us significantly less crazy when it comes to birding. It's just a really great way to consume vegetables. So you could just straight up eat it.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's hot.
Yeah. It's a bit spicy.
I'm not sure if bald eagles are on the rise. Truzzle, we see bald eagles up here, man.
Yeah, we just saw one yesterday. It was your first time seeing one, I think, wasn't it?
It was what? No, not my first, I don't think. Oh, that is spicy. Holy shit. Your mom's not going to be able to eat that, is she?
Yeah, she'll be fine.
That was actually the last weird article I found today.
We'll be eating it on chips, so it'll be okay. I'm going to go put this in the fridge in the camper. I'll be right back. But that's done. That's how you make Pico de Gallo, and it's delicious.
Yeah, honestly.
Fresh spicy salsa.
Honestly, it's like 5 things, some of which you don't have to put if you're not into it. And it's honestly, I prefer it to salsa.
It's really good.
I'm not sure though if one has more of like, if you have like heartburn problems, if one is more shitty for that. How is everybody doing today? Oh, I'm kind of like struggling here. That was hot. We did look up the one day that our peppers are the same, like basically they're called Ring of Fire, and when they're dried out and crushed, they're apparently turned into like cayenne pepper. Or I don't know how it works. Fuck. It's like eels. All eels come from the same eel, and they all just like metamorph.
I think
how does the pepper become cayenne, or do they? Or is it just equatable?
Because when I Googled,
Hi, Chombis.
So my neighbor gave me these peppers, telling me that the name of them was called Ring of Fire peppers.
Ring of Chombis.
So then I Googled Ring of Fire peppers, and it said also the cayenne pepper. So I assume that when it's finished drying out, like the one I have drying out up here, you just powderize it, and then it's cayenne.
Powder. Okay, works for me. I thought cayenne always was like a spit, like actually a pepper. Like it grew in the Cayenne Mountains.
Well, this is the pepper that grew.
Yeah, it is nice. I mean, it is a nice dry pepper.
Yeah.
Ring of Fire's what your ass gonna feel like. It's true. Actually, you know what? They have obviously matured substantially. Actually, no, it was when we cooked them, a lot of the heat comes out.
I think also once it mellows out,
you can powderize it.
You might have gotten like a few mouthfuls of actual spicy pepper, you know? And they are really spicy raw.
I don't know if I ate enough other things.
But it might be like once it's balanced, like it's gonna sit for a while in its juices. And things will kind of, you know.
It's gonna sit in its frickin' juice,
It's gonna do
yo.
that. That's what it'll do. But yeah, big lesson learned. Use scissors cutting those.
Oh yeah, it gets real hot.
Yeah. Cayenne gonna make Evan destroy that toilet.
cayenne.
It'll actually be the ragu sauce that I made last night. Holy. We also got some yogurt, so we've been. Oh my.
Yogurt, I don't know. It's my body. Like as soon as I eat it, it's like whoa.
Probiotics. What the fuck?
Probiotics in my biome. Get the fuck out of here. And it's yeah. I mean, we got a lot of fresh vegetable to eat. Our neighbor, actually, when your mom comes, she's probably gonna we'll end up running into the neighbors, and she's gonna go home with 4,000 zucchinis
I
or
know
something.
she's gonna send my mom home with tomatoes for my brother because she grows these tomatoes that she actually says she wasn't sure if she's gonna grow them again next year. But to buy a can of these tomatoes is like $9 a can. They're like San Marzano tomatoes.
San Marano?
I don't know. They're not San Marano. They're San Marzano.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about the world today. You don't really need to know how to spell. It just kind of like figures it out for you. So these are freaking San Marzano. Sanny Martin.
San Marzano. Get it right. Just like it's Slovenia, not Slovenia.
But so what we learned actually is that it's a variety of plum tomato. It apparently doesn't have a lot of juice in it. It's more of a fleshy Dan Marino.
It is nice actually when you cut into it because it doesn't get. I used a few in the Pico de Gallo, but they don't get all like juicy and weird. Oh, I have to throw out my vinegar water. 1 second.
The Pico de Gallo. I've used that yellow can to make a spaghetti. It's supposed to be good for a spaghetti sauce. It's like a sauce tomato.
Yeah, it's the best for sauce. Apparently.
Yeah, we didn't know. I had honestly. Oh. Come on now. Don't be a dickhole about it. That's chat. I need new eyes. You know? So, I use, like, we had a bunch of these plants, and our neighbor has a shitload of them. I've just been calling them the testicle tomatoes. Because they grow like
they're funny shaped
little
tomatoes.
testes.
Yeah. I grew some really funny shaped San Marzano tomatoes.
These ones look really good.
Those ones are really nice in comparison to some of the shapes that I grew. Yeah, you get a nice chunky sauce.
Yeah. You're onto something there. Unico, you know, it's where you get all the. I don't know. We've bought Unico chickpeas.
Yeah. Evan, if your testicles look like that, please see a doctor immediately.
Bro, I don't know what goes on with your testicle. Aren't they? They're spheric. They're not spheres. Aren't they that shape? I don't know.
I don't know. Either way, they're a funny shaped tomato. Yeah.
We have to go sweep the camper.
We do have to tidy it a bit before my mom gets out here.
We gotta go. We gotta leave. Don't you cry. Just kidding. Moving swiftly on. Yeah, see, Drizzle's probably checking. You guys, you freaking guys, and you girls, and you peoples, and you aliens that look like E.T. Oh yeah, by the way, those aliens that we showed you yesterday, they're apparently like bones of like 20 different animals.
And they were disproved like years ago for being fake,
like
apparently.
2021.
Yeah.
Those weird fucking those weird
It looks like something like a kid made in art class.
It looked like those lollipops made of compressed powder.
Oh my god, like there is something else.
Either way, you guys have a wonderful time. We'll see you soon. Keep it sleazy. We'll see you on Discord. Much love. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.